Hey guys, Diane Polly here, and on this episode of PGTV, I'm doing something really different. I am taking a question from myself, and there's a reason for this. It's because I want to show you guys that I'm right in the fire there with you. I am going through everything that I'm teaching you. When it comes to building a business, this stuff is not easy. It's hard as fuck, but you have to keep taking steps to get there. And when I was starting, I felt like I didn't have anywhere to go where it felt like this person was doing it with me. And I want to be that person for you. You're not in this alone. So the question I am posing to you today and I am answering is something that I went through, and I think it goes through a lot of our minds and we don't want to address it because it's scary as hell. And it's, what do I do when I've been in business and all of a sudden I hit a wall and things don't work anymore? Maybe I've already quit the job and all of a sudden clients aren't coming, my list stops growing, money's on a standstill. What the fuck am I doing? And I have hit this wall recently, and I'm being very vulnerable and sharing this with you, but I'm doing it strategically because I've learned something from this. So I've gotten through this, and I'm sharing from a place where I want to teach you what I did to get through this hurdle and to hopefully stop some of you who are in the midst of wanting to crawl back to a corporate setting or a safe job because you feel like there's no way out. There is a way out. Listen up. It's the idea that maybe you didn't have both feet in the fire before. What I mean by that is when a lot of us start a business, even when we quit our regular stable jobs and jump headfirst into it, like I did in January of this past year, 2014, sometimes we still have one foot in the door and one foot out the door. Maybe we have something, coming in, something helping us, a little bit of passive income, and it's still comfortable. And we don't have both feet in the fire. We're not stressing out where this business is everything. We have to make it work. Otherwise, we're going to be out on the street and hungry for food. Okay, that's worst case scenario. That's not going to happen to you. You'd be on a friend's couch eating ramen, maybe. But we're not even going there. So I had a little bit of passive income coming in when I quit my job in January. From my writing I was doing and things like that, and it wasn't something that I put out there because I wanted to put up that front that I was doing this all on my own, but I wasn't pushing myself as I could have. I was comfortable and I let things go to a standstill. I allowed myself to get to that position because I had one foot in the door and one foot out the door. I didn't have 2 feet in the fire of my business. And back in August, that passive income stopped. And at the same time, literally a day before, I invested in a business program, a mastermind where I would learn even more, and something I felt that I really needed at this time. And I had a decision to make. I invested a hefty deposit into this program, and the next day my passive income stopped, and I was like, what am I going to do? And I made the decision to keep going. I could have stopped. Thoughts ran through my mind. Should I just give all of this up? Should I go back to a job? And then I told myself, what am I doing? I'm in the business to be of impact, to serve people, to not ever work for someone else again. I have to keep going with this. And I knew it would change everything. I knew that would be me placing 2 feet in the fire of my business, and it would be it. I'd have to make things work. So I continued with the investment I made, and things are starting to turn around now. I'm in a brand new apartment with my boyfriend. Things are looking up. We were able to travel to Cambodia this year, and awesome things have been happening because I'm committed to making my business work now. And I tell you these things because I want you to keep going. When you hit that standstill, when you think nothing is going to work anymore, when you've hit a wall, don't go crawling back. That's an opportunity. That is a pivotal moment every entrepreneur faces, and it weeds out the successful entrepreneurs from the average ones, the ones who aren't going to really make a name for themselves. What the successful entrepreneurs do in that moment is they keep going. They say, okay, maybe I don't know how I'm going to make money in a few months. Maybe I'm going to hit, a feast or famine moment, but I'm going to keep pushing forward. And I'm going to make this work. And it's hard. You just have to go day by day and continually push forward in, your business. And how do you do that? You go back to your why. Simon Sinek said it best with his book, Start With Why. And I fully believe in that concept. You have to know why you're building this business. Why are you doing it? What is it? What's in it for you? My why is that I want to be a voice for people. I want to help create a space where others can find their voice, their unique voice, without all of the lies and mistruths that were spoken unto them growing up. I want to help them find that raw, honest, authentic voice that only they know, and help them put that voice into the world so they can find their story, and then they can communicate that story to others and find the right kind of people who that story will impact. And friends, that is a business. Your story, communicating that story effectively, and finding the right people who will invest in that story too. Say, hey, you get me, and I want to be a part of this, and I want to be where you are now, and I want to understand the process you went through. Help me get there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the logistics of a business. And I'm breaking it down for you. Simplicity is what it's all about. So I'm taking this idea that I'm demonstrating to you now of me being strategically vulnerable and sharing a piece of my story so that you can learn a lesson from it. And I'm creating a book, and I'm working on creating new programs and a whole new space coming to you in 2015 to help you find your voice and communicate it effectively to the world, to find those ideal clients for you that will invest in your business too. So if you want to get on this journey with me, you can click the link below this video and pop in your name and email. You won't know about any of the good stuff coming or the book, Strategic Vulnerability, How to Find Your Brand Voice in an Online World, unless you pop in your name and email. So go ahead and do that now, and I look forward to helping you on your honest journey in becoming the kind of entrepreneur you always wanted to be and you are capable of being. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you next week.